What up, Talking Fight fans? Thanks for tuning in to today's episode of Knuckle Up with Mike Orr and Cedric Ben in the den. And today we got a good one for you, man. We got a fellow female for our Female Friday out of Japan. Want to talk about this girl here. Honestly, true warrior, still doing it big at 46 years old. Huge. 46 years old, guys. She's coming off a unanimous decision loss against Marlon Esparza, but she came off a majority decision win before that against Salem Ubrina, and that was their first two fights on American soil. And honestly, at 46 years old, this girl can still throw down. She's still a beast in the ring. Flyweight, she's 19-3-1 with 7 knockouts. She's ranked number 1 out of 9 flyweights in Japan and ranked 3 out of 178 flyweights in the world. And this 5'2", 63.5-inch reach girl is a beast. Cedric, have you been watching some of the fights?
Yes. I was studying this fight with her and Marlon Esparza, who's a very high-level boxer herself. Esparza was a high-level decorated amateur. And then she's also, been fighting at the top level as a professional. So for Miss Fujioka,
Naoko Fujioka,
for her to be able to perform at that level, and she hurt Esparza a couple of times in this fight, a couple of good right hands, and she's in it the whole time. I would have never guessed she was 46 years old. Still competing at the highest level. Shows, like you said, her tough warrior mentality, and that is pretty serious.
Definitely. Naoko Fujioka. When we talk about female boxing with fans of the sport, there are two distinct camps. There are those who accept that some female fighters are incredibly talented women who have every right to box as the elite men. Unfortunately, we have those fans who refuse to even accept women's boxing and seem to call for its banning at every opportunity. Thankfully, though, Japan has arguably some of the most talented, gifted female fighters on the planet. And now that type of fighter who can prove that women can be just as impressive in the ring and as men. We talk about Naoko Fujioka. This girl, man, born August 18th, 1975 and raised in the town of Osaki in Japan. She competed as an amateur and her boxing record was 20 wins with 3 losses. And as the 5-time Japanese amateur champion in 2001, 2003, 04, 07, and 09, she now trains at Hatakayama Takeira, a boxing gym in Tokyo. The Japan Boxing Commission chose to recognize women's boxing from the beginning of 2008. And Naoko began her pro boxing career in 2009 at age 34. She made her pro debut September the 15th, 2009, weighing in at only 107 3/4 pounds and winning by TKO at 127 in the second round. She's got what it takes, man. And honestly, they stand behind her in Japan. And she's definitely one of these fighters. She became the first Japanese boxer to be crowned world champion of 5 different weight classes. And at 46, man, she's still doing it, man. And she still believes she has what it takes to be in the ring and still perform at those elite levels. We talked to Sugar, and Sugar says that we would call this a crone, a crony. She's earned that crone's title. She gets in there, does it big, does some damage, gets out. She ain't afraid to get hit. She's a brawler. She can definitely hurt, man. She can definitely hurt for sure. And definitely, she is one of these girls that I think we will be seeing her a little more often on U.S. soil. She's coming off that fight against Esparza, but unfortunately, it was a unanimous decision loss. But it's only the beginning of her U.S. Run, really, right? And honestly, guys, I think you got to get behind this one because at 46, she doesn't got maybe too long left in the game. But while she's here, she's willing to throw down and get with it, man.
She is, man. It's crazy. Like I said, it's one thing just to get in there at that age. It's another thing to still be able to compete with the best in the world at that level. Esparza is definitely top 5 in that weight class. And so it's very impressive. I did not realize she was that old. I was just watching the fight and analyzing the skills and seeing how it's a back and forth fight. There's no clear winner in these rounds. Like every single one of these rounds. As a matter of fact, if this was on the undercard, I'm saying this like you guys are seeing the same fight I'm watching. If this was on the undercard of a big fight, this would be like fight of the year.
Yeah,
this would be like fight of the year. So yeah.
Fujioka first started making her name in boxing at the turn of the century when she took up amateur boxing. Although she was well into her 20s when she began fighting, her natural talent was phenomenal, and it took just a few years for her to establish herself as among the very best domestically. In fact, so good was Fujioka as an amateur that she won 5 Japanese national titles between 2001 and 2009, and as well as the national amateur titles that Fujioka was racking up. She also managed to amass an impressive 20-3 record in the unpaid ranks and claim various international medals. Having not taken up the sport till she was, well into her 20s and having claimed her final amateur title in 2009, it's obvious that Fujioka was well into her 30s by the time she finally turned professional. For many, that would have been a limiting factor for, in any success they would be able to get. For Fujioka, however, there was no barrier to her skills. She would debut professionally in September. On the debut, she stopped her opponent. And honestly, after 4 rounds as a professional, it was clear that Fujioka had serious potential that was on show as she scored her third successive second-round stoppage, to move to 3-0 with 3 knockouts. Rather than continue to defeat low-level opponents, Fujioka would step up significantly in her 4th professional contest, and she took on talented I'm gonna wreck this one trying to pronounce it, but it's Kokiet Jim for the vacant OPBF title, who had given both Shinato Go and Imra Sanchez tough contests, was no match for Fujioka, who took a very clear decision in what was her first 10-round contest. So her first 10-round contest after her 4th fight, huge, man. That's big things. So, guys, you heard it here, man. This girl, she's a true warrior, 46 years old, started her career late, man, amateurs in the 20s, well into her 30s by the time she turns pro, 5-time national champion, racked up 20-3 amateur record. She's now sitting at 19-3-1 with 6 knockouts. Guys, 7 knockouts, correction. Be on the lookout for her to hit some U.S. soil fights soon, man. And just let you know, Japan is doing it big. The Japanese got some very good, talented fighters. I've been telling you, we told you yesterday. This is not Tekken Promotions. She has fought on Golden Boy. She is not involved with Tekken Promotions, who we've been talking about all week. But just to show you, Tekken Promotions, founded in 1926. So Japan has very, very deep boxing roots, man, turn of the earliest century, and they've been producing world champions ever since. Guys, you heard it here. Mike Orr at 4 with my man Cedric Ben.
And you know what? Time out. Just to remind you guys again, everything that Mike just said, you would have never known. I guarantee you guys would have never known any of those stats, including myself, if he didn't take the time to research this only on Talkin Fight. This is the only place where you'll find that those these specific details about these fighters that mostly people would fly under the radar. So, thank you very much again, Mike, for taking the time to do that research. You guys, like I said, take a minute to go look at this fight between Naoka and Marlon Esparza. I swear, if this was on the undercard of a bigger fight, this probably would have been fight of the year. Not just female fight of the year, but just boxing in general fight of the year. Definitely. And again, in her late 40s, right. Competing at the highest. I can't believe that. Like people, most professional athletes retire in their mid to late 30s. That's when in all sports, all across the board, there's very few physical sports where that's around the age. So to be able to last a decade longer, at that's just crazy. Shout out to Scrapbook Boxing. Thank you very much for
also, I just want to let you know that she is from the region that suffered the greatest damage occurred during that major earthquake and tsunami of March 11th, 2011. Man, just goes to show you that she's a survivor. She's strong. And, man, we're going to get to see this girl on U.S. soil, man. She's been on there twice. She's fought in Italy once. She's fought in Germany. Rest of the time, she's fought in Japan. She is the elite top professional female in Japan. You know what it is. You heard it here. Mike Orr at 4, Cedric Ben in the den, bringing you these wonderful women from around the world that you must appreciate for their hard work, heart, and skill in that ring, man, paving the way for all these young girls up and coming. So, guys, join us tonight, 7 p.m. on the panel. You know what it is. We'll be joined by Greg Towns, Tim Witherspoon. I think Sheila Stafford is joining us from Atlanta as well, and probably Miss Sugar. So it's going to be a great event tonight, 7 o'clock. Guys, come join us. We're going to be talking boxing and what's going on this weekend. Don't forget, Sunday, 11 a.m., scorecard with Cedric Ben. What fights will you be scoring this weekend?
What's our main events again?
We have, I will let you know all the main events coming right now. So as we pick this, we have Meng and Pascal. We have Andrade. Oh, Andrade and Parker has been postponed. Sorry, guys, to let you know that. Yeah, we got Meng, Pascal. The 21st, we got Buatsi, Richards, and Alakumunali and Dignam, and as well as Benavidez and Lemieux. So we got lots of things going on. Lots of fights.
So Buatsi will probably be in the afternoon for us on Saturday, and then Benavidez will be at nighttime.
Yeah, so we got Meng and Pascal at 9 p.m. Benavidez and Buatsi and Richards is at 2 p.m. And then 9 p.m. and 10 p.m. we got Alan Kunali and Dignam, and then Benavidez and Lemieux. So, guys, we got a great stacked weekend of fights. So make sure you come join us. 7 o'clock, where we break down that, talk about it, talk about all the controversies going on around these fights. And we'll probably make some predictions, so come join us. And don't forget, scorecard, 11 a.m. with Cedric Ben, and join us 4 p.m. on Sunday for the Knockout of the Week award with myself and my man Cedric. We'll see you next time.